Hello, this is Bert O'Neill again, and I'm on my Unit 3 segment of our digital citizenship presentation or seminar. Talking, it talked about safe, healthy, legal, and ethical use of technology. All right, using technology at CLTCC. We look for safe, healthy, legal, and ethical use of technology at CLTCC. All right, we're going to start with the safety aspects of technology use. Uh, Social media. A lot of us have social media accounts, and we need to make sure that on all those different varieties of social media, we need to be careful about cyberbullying. And cyberbullying, we'll talk about it a little bit more on another later on in this segment. So that's one aspect of safe usage of technology. You have also the student use policy. It's for sexting and other forms of texts that we should not ever send. We should always think about what we send. We should not send posts um, emotionally. We should always think about what we send before we send it. And also online predators. That's one thing that CLTCC need to look at when it comes to safe technology use within the confines of our students. All right, looking at healthy technology use. A lot of the health aspect of technology use comes with hours spent online. So, we talked about it earlier, social media. How long does the student spend on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, and TikTok and all those places on a daily basis? It can get unhealthy at times. Online assignments. That's one thing instructors can consider when they're giving online assignments. Hopefully, the student is not already overusing social media in general. And then you have potential ergonomic issues with excess hours spent online or on a computer or on a phone, always using your wrist and your hands and so forth. So ergonomics goes into healthy technology use. All right, looking at the legal concerns of internet technology usage at CLTCC, you got plagiarism where you take other people's ideas and use it as your own, or utilizing information that another student did. So that's one thing that's probably prevalent at a lot of universities, and that's maybe one thing that we don't actually look into as much as we need to on a community college level. Plagiarism, stealing someone else's ideas or work and using it as your own. Copyright ideas as well. Copyright that involves uh, using information in a way that it was not designed to. It's just like an NCCR test before we start doing those tests online. Printing out the information from the books and a student not paying for it, that's a copyright infringement. Viruses and scams, that's another aspect of the legal side of technology use. We shouldn't, students shouldn't, or faculty shouldn't engage in spreading viruses and other scams on the internet. And we're going to look at these later on in another part of our presentation. We're going to look at copyright and fair use. Also, the ethical side of technology use. We have the right to privacy. Just like we have a right to privacy, others have the right to privacy as well. So we have a right for privacy, then we have a responsibility to protect the privacy of others as well. We have social responsibility, just like what we just talked about, and also dignity and respect. As we expect dignity, as we expect others to respect us, we should also respect them as well. And also assigned website. Another thing that an instructor may need to remember is to minimize safety or legal issues. They might want to give the student particular websites that they might want the student to use to do that assignment, do their assignment instead of going all over, just allowing the student to look in places that they might end up going to a website that gets them a virus and so forth. All right, trying to look at now how really CLTCC's technology use policy or computer use policy really ties really closely to the safe, healthy, and legal and ethical technology use aspects that we just discussed. All right, internet CLTC computer and internet use policy includes use of the internet is governed by the United States law. The user may not use the internet for any illegal activity or place any material on the internet related to any illegal activity. Users may not invade the privacy of others or engage in an activity that is harassing, defamatory, or threatening, or receive or display graphics which may reasonably be construed as obscene as defined by law. It is the responsibility of the user to respect copyright laws and licensing agreements and assume responsibility for payment of fees for any fee-based service. Users may not obstruct the work of others by consuming gratuitously large amounts of system resources or by deliberately crashing any library computer system. We have a responsibility. We have a right to use these things, but we have a responsibility. Users shouldn't make any attempt to damage computer equipment or software. That goes without saying. Users shouldn't make any attempt to alter software configurations in a malicious manner. Users shouldn't make any attempt to cause degradation of system performance, actually slow the system down. And lastly, users may not use any library workstation for illegal or criminal purposes. Users may not engage in any activity which is deliberately and maliciously offensive, libelous, or slanderous. And lastly, users may not represent themselves as another person for purposes of fraud or other illegal activities. So we should use CLTC's resources in a legal and ethical manner. And also, illegal acts involving computer resources may be subject to prosecution by local, state, and federal officials. All right, so that kind of shows you how CLTCC's computer and internet use policy really ties into how to safely, legally, and in a health-wise and ethical manner using our internet and technological resources. All right, looking at some websites that promote safety, health, and legal aspects of internet use. You have internet sites that talk about safety. Here are some here. We have sites that promote mental health and well-being to help reduce the risk of suicide. And we also have all sorts of legal websites that'll help us try to stay out of trouble as far as internet use and website use. And also internal ethics. We have websites that talk about or discuss ethical aspects of using the internet. That concludes my presentation. Do you have any questions? This is Bert O'Neill. This is my third unit of our digital citizenship seminar. Thank you very much.